Hi, this is Jake Glendenning. I recently got asked if I would tell kind of my story of how I got to where I am in the business that I am and what paths I chose and kind of what brought me to here. And I'd love to talk to you about that. So 2010 started my real estate career. Before that, I was a builder and developer in all forms of new construction, residential and commercial. Did every trade, worked through all of those things. So I built a pretty heavy skill set at that time. And I decided I'd always been interested in the resale side of it from a real estate standpoint. So I got my real estate license in 2010. Thought I wanted to be in property management. Well, I lasted about 9 minutes. I got in a room full of people during an education event and thought, yeah, these aren't my people. So at that point, I made the decision. I saw a Craigslist ad. This is way back when this is a thing. And so I saw a Craigslist ad to be a buyer's agent on a team. No idea what that meant, but I wanted to go ahead and explore it. Well, I did, and I was very fortunate that I got into business with someone that I'm still in business with today, because who we're in business with matters. So she's been a tremendous mentor to me over the years and has really helped me push forward into what it is that I really want to do and where I've gone. So at the time, I became her buyer's agent. I became her new construction specialist on the team. We grew the team to a certain point to where the brokerage we were at was no longer big enough for our goals. So that was the time in 2014 that we joined Keller Williams. And with that, our world opened up. A lot more opportunities came. So I became her director of expansion, and we started an expansion team in Northern Colorado. As my team grew and as things started to advance there, leadership in that market center stepped down at that time. And I was approached by the region to be the team leader of that market center. Great opportunity that I otherwise wouldn't have had. So I took that opportunity. We ran that market center for a year, and it was the most profitable time that it was ever or has been since while I was running that business. Again, who you're in business with matters. I had an amazing OP at that time, another woman figure in this industry. So I only did it for a year, and the reason for that is my operating principal sold to another operating principal. And there's a very clear path in Keller Williams that the operating principal and the team leader have got to be in alignment, or it's just going to be a struggle. Well, this new OP and I were not going to be in alignment, so it was not going to be a good fit. I made the decision to step out of that role. So I stepped out of that role. Market center's doing what the market center's doing. Not as profitable or as productive as when my previous OP and myself were running it. So again, who you're in business with matters. So throughout that summer, I kind of moped a little bit. I sat around and I had to do a lot of self-discovery in, where do I want to go? I got to go back into production again and start selling houses again. That's not truly my passion in this. What is it? What did I love about the team leader role? It wasn't necessarily the recruiting side of it. What I discovered it was the coaching and consulting side. I loved having those consultation meetings. I loved building people's businesses and see them thrive and prosper and really start to move into abundance. So I started to embrace the coaching role a little more and explore different fields of that. One of them was transformational coaching, and I had the opportunity to go to an NLP course in November of 2018. And I can tell you that's the point at which I changed, and for the better. A lot of people will tell you that. Of how I moved from scarcity to abundance, and it happened at that particular event is where it started to move down that path. So a year and a half later, I've gone through NLP, I've done Master Practitioner, and my coaching is the best part of my business world in what I do. I know how to build businesses, I know how to make them profitable, I know how to run them, and I understand at a very deep level that the reason that businesses succeed or fail is about vision and it's about their why. I'm extremely passionate about that. So when people ask me, that's one of the first questions that, well, how can I fix my business? Well, tell me what your why is. Tell me what your vision is. Is it big enough that all of your people are passionate to help you? A great book by Simon Sinek recently that he wrote, a particular passage about your greater purpose, your just cause, as he called it. It's the same thing. If your just cause is big enough, then all the other pieces flow underneath that umbrella. So that's what's brought me to coaching, and that's what's pushing me forward, is building other people. My particular big why is to have lived free such that my actions inspired others. So as I've watched that through my coaching, and I know it to be true for me because I'm watching my world grow and expand, and I hope it does for you too.